and welcome to a very brief Charter School Marketplace show today. We are just talking about the Coalition Summit. So really this is kind of a real quick agenda and preview, maybe something you listen to in the car today and be prepared for tonight and tomorrow. So tonight is a wonderful reception with State Superintendent Catherine Truitt. So I've got the invitation right here, March 7th at the Marriott Crabtree. So I'm hoping you're signed up for this because I don't know if there are any spots available at the door, but you can inquire on the website if so. So first thing on Friday morning, and I'm really just going to read this so people can just have it in an audio version. So at 7:30 a.m. is a breakfast with Linda Lane Kakadelis, who's the executive director, who you've seen here before on the show. And she'll be talking briefly about the day's events. 8:30 a.m., North Carolina Senator Amy Galey will be speaking. She's the chair of the Senate Appropriations Committee on Education and Higher Education, actually. Very smart lady. 9 a.m., you've got the Charter School Review Board panel with Bruce Friend, John Eldridge, and Ashley Vaccaro, who is the head of the Office of Charter Schools, who, by the way, does a fantastic job, and we hope to have her on the show quite soon. Dave Machado did a wonderful job getting that office turned around and making it a true service-oriented office that also does accountability, but it's a great office, and she has continued in that legacy and built on it. She's doing a great job. Next, at 9:30, there's a Charter Perceptions and Misperceptions session hosted by Don Bryson, who's the CEO of John Locke Foundation. So really kind of digging into what we've talked about again on the show several times is how people perceive us, what's right and what's wrong. 10 a.m., you've got the Democratic perspective on charter schools, which again, I think you got a nice preview here with Representative Brockman. So it's really not Democrat versus Republican, it's really just common sense and doing the right thing. So Senator Mike Woodward is going to be, Woodard is going to be digging into that in person as well. 10:15 a.m., there's a break. So, make your phone calls, chat with some people. 10:30 a.m., you've got Senator Steve Jarvis, Representative Jeff Zanger, speaking from the political side. And on the private sector side, you've got Steve Hubrick, who you've seen on the show as well, and also Preston Sloan, who's a project manager for truck construction, talking about the construction end of this business, which is very important, as we all know. 11 a.m., understanding shifts in your state and local funding panel. This is a big one. We've got a lot of changes coming, and everybody needs to be prepared so they're not falling off the cliff. Aaron Ballou, who's a partner and school operations specialist. Andrew Smith, who's the assistant state superintendent for the Office of Innovation at NCDPI. And Christy Berry, the finance director at Lincoln Charter. So they're going to be giving us some insights into the new state funding model that's coming around the corner. And then at 11:30, new avenues for facility funding, again, going back to the facilities, which is quite important. Dr. Jason Ray, who's the superintendent of Paul R. Brown Leadership Academy. Dr. Kelly Shope, who's the headmaster at Pinnacle Classical Academy, also a member of the Charter School Review Board. And Dr. Melissa Blackwell, who's the superintendent of News Charter School. They're just going in and talking about the new facilities and the importance and the pitfalls. 12 o'clock, lunchtime. National education leader Jeannie Allen, I've known for many years, the CEO of the Center for Education Reform, basically talking about advocacy and about the Yaz Prize, which she's associated with. 2 p.m., politics, policy, and your advisory role, advocacy role. This is the government relations team from, actually, let me jump back on this one, I'm sorry. At 1:30 p.m., you've got Keeping Your Students Safe with Tony Pastizzi, the former chief of police of Coral Springs, Florida, who's a founder of 4-Star Strategies, and Karen Fairley, the executive director of the Center for Safer Schools, which I'm proud to say I'm a member of that body and sit on it. So talking about school safety, which is a very important issue. and getting more and more critical every day with the world that we live in and the path we seem to be running down quickly. Now, 2 o'clock, we've got the policy and politics. Matthew Tilley from Walmal Bond, Harry Kaplan with McGuire Woods, Dylan Reel from McGuire Woods, and also Lee Teague, Teague Advocacy. And these are all people that we will have on at one point or another. Solid group of people that have done an incredible job this past year with the coalition in getting some, monumental legislation passed. But the battle never stops. Next session, and new things are happening. So 2:45, Linda Lynn gives her closing remarks, and the summit wraps at 3 p.m. Friday afternoon, giving everybody a chance to get home and have a great weekend. There are a number of corporate suppliers or sponsors that I also want to talk about. The gold status, you've got NHA, Kubrick, Charter Schools USA, Prestige, Choate, Good Life, and Charter One. The silver level, Philadelphia Insurance, Aetna, Land's End, InSouth Insurance, Locke Foundation, Coglos Amigos, Walmal Bond Dickinson, Omega Construction, Baird, Safe Haven Defense, D.A. Davidson, 4-Star Strategies, Spider ERC, Meteor Education, Perfection Learning, and Ziegler. Then general sponsors, we have RHC, EcoFin, McGuire Woods, Avid, the Bud Group, Securely, US Bank, you've got Insight, True IP Solutions, EdChoice, TMSA, CSP, HACO, and last but not least, the Charter School Marketplace. So, everybody, that was a very quick audio of the agenda for a very important session that we're having in Raleigh. Again, today, Thursday, and tomorrow, Friday. So we hope to see you there, and best of luck, and have a great day.